So I want to take a second to go ahead and take you guys through a little bit of a quick connect lesson, because I've honestly used just about every quick connect on the market with the exception of a few. Today we're going to actually be reviewing and kind of going over this one specifically. Now this quick connect is a stainless steel model. It's made by McKillans, and this is one that I just most recently picked up specifically for my camper here when we go on our camping trips. If you're someone that's constantly unhooking and hooking hoses up, or maybe hooking in inline water filters, then these little quick connects kind of quickly become a nice convenience to have on your hoses and your various fittings. However, if you don't do your research and you're not really sure what you're looking at, you can really kind of bottleneck your water and cause restrictions in the line, specifically in the spots where that might actually matter the most. So let's take a second to kind of go over a few of these ones that I've got here in my hand. I'll show you some of the things you're looking for, and then I'll tell you my thoughts on this McKillans one after using this here now for a couple of weeks. When it comes to quick connects, you can pick these things up generally in a brass fitting, which is like what I've got right here in my hand, or these stainless steel fittings like I've got here. Honestly, if I'm just out and about in my yard hooking up various garden hose fittings, things like that, or maybe even on the farm, brass is perfectly fine in a lot of cases. However, when you start getting into things like your campers, there's a lot of debate going back and forth online as to whether these are even safe to drink out of. Most of these things these days are lead free. However, it's almost impossible to get the lead out of brass. So you're always going to have at least a little bit of a trace in there. At least that's my thought and opinion on the matter. With the stainless steel though, you do eliminate that. Not to mention, after you've had these things for a little bit of time, you can see the tarnish and corrosion that kind of happens on these brass fittings. Whereas on stainless steel, you don't have those problems typically. Now I don't have any stainless ones here that I've been using it for any kind of time to show you kind of what these things look like over maybe a year of use, like I've got these brass, but that's honestly the first thing that I'm kind of looking at, and the first decision you probably want to make as well. Now the next thing you're going to be looking at here, and I want to see if I can give you a quick comparison on screen, is if you look down the center of the bore, you'll see that one of these specifically has a lot tighter opening there than the other two, and that's because a lot of these fittings now, they're paying close attention to the diameter, which is going to restrict or not restrict the water going through your hose. Now that's something that's going to matter, because a lot of times, especially on like your campers and things of such, or maybe even like a sprinkler system, you're going to want the maximum pressure that you can get. And on something like this that's got a tankless water heater, although I've never had the problem myself, I have seen a lot of accounts online where people say you have to have a certain amount of water flow or gallons per minute going through the tankless water heater for it to even register and kick on. So this is just one of those things where I would honestly recommend trying to eliminate the amount of restriction that's going to be going through your camper, especially if you're at one of those fill sites when you first get there, where you've got a line behind you and they're waiting for you to fill up your freshwater tank so you can get to your site. The longer it takes you to get there and get that filled up, the less cranky the people behind you are going to be, the less time you're going to sit there waiting in line yourself. Now I did go ahead and pick up, like I said, this set of quick connects here. Now there are two different listings that you can pick up when you look at the variations on these things. Now let me go ahead and take a second to show you what that means, what those two listing differences are. Now I opted for the cheaper set, which does actually have a few more fittings in the kit, but what you'll notice here is I can't push these together and they auto lock. The more expensive variation of these, you can actually auto lock these. The only difference really though is I just have to pull back on that collar and push that in, and then that thing locks very nicely in place. Now something I have had a problem with over time has been the retention ring that you see right here on some of these models. Now this isn't specifically to the McKillans because I haven't had it long enough yet to be able to tell you guys one way or the other, but when that little ring pops off there and this collar pops off, all these little bearings that you see on the inside, this specific unit here has 3. Those things tend to go everywhere, and a lot of times you don't find those parts and pieces. So that is something that you want to pay close attention to. Some of these brands do better the jobs than others. This one here is actually from a big box store, and what I found with it is on these big box store, usually you see they have the very narrow diameter, but also they don't have that little ring collar. That's actually a plus. However, these things become very hard and difficult over about a year's time and trying to get these things to push it back together, and they just kind of become cumbersome to use. Now what I've liked about this McKillans set so far is it does have that little retention ring, so we'll see how long that actually lasts on this particular unit. But if you look on the inside here, it does have quite a few more bearings on the inside here to kind of lock this thing in place. Don't know that there's any science in terms of which one's better than the other, but in my head anyways, the more bearings you've got to hold this thing locked in place, the better off you're going to be. Take that for what you will. You may have a different opinion on that matter. But other than that, that's really all there is to these little quick connects as far as this little lesson goes. These little ones made by McKillans come in at a pretty good price point. For stainless steel, you will notice they are a little bit more expensive than the brass. However, I think these are going to last a lot longer. You're going to resist corrosion and things of that nature. Hopefully I can do an update on on this later on as time progresses. But so far, I've been super pleased with these on my camper setup as I kind of try to switch out some of the brass fittings that are in this camper setup when I first got started to trying to basically do some upgrades as I've progressed into this hobby and had this camper for a little bit of time now. Other than that though, guys, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. Hopefully that was somewhat helpful to you. Make it a great week, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.